Hi everyone. So I made this bag. I made quite a few of them now, and people are asking me if this is knitting. This is crochet. This is not knitting. This is a stitch that's some people call the V-stitch, the crochet knit stitch, and also known as the waistcoat stitch. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do this stitch. Just a note, the stitch is better when it's in the round because you just go around and you're going into the same, the center of the V stitches. When you do it flat and turn, these V stitches will be upside down, which you can still go into the center, but it just won't look the same. So I recommend this stitch when working in the round. So I made a chain, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do is start with single crochets. This is a 6.5 hook, and it's the yarn that I used for this bag. Be careful with t-shirt yarn that you read the reviews. In one of my last videos, the so-called t-shirt yarn was not stretchy at all, but as you can see, this is stretchy, which is really great to work with. Okay, I'm going to get to the end and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I join the end with a slip stitch, and then with this tail down here, I like to just get under those two bottom legs and then come around. But you can do this later, you can do this now. Just like to do that, just gives it a cleaner bottom. Okay, so right here it's important to keep your stitches loose because then it'll be easier to get into the V stitches, okay? So it's like you're doing a single crochet, except normally you would go under these two legs as you would normally single crochet. But instead, with the waistcoat stitch or the V knit stitch, you're going to go in between the V's, okay? Going in the single crochets that you did at first is going to be a little tight, so it's important to keep it loose. So I'm just going into the V stitch. Now, when you go through, see, there's a hole right in the middle. That's kind of where you want to go in. Sometimes your yarn can slip to the right, like in the side or between these two over here, right there. But you want to go in the center. Keep it nice and loose there, okay? So in the center, pull it up nicely, just as if you're single crocheting. So when you come back around, you see that these are a little bit easier, a little bigger to get in there. So you want to do this loosely from the very beginning. With the t-shirt yarn, it's a little bit easier, but if you're using worsted, acrylic, wool, it's going to be really tight. So you want to do it loose, and you definitely want to go up at least 1 or 2 hook sizes than the yarn calls for if you're using yarn that's less forgiving than this nice stretchy t-shirt yarn. I made a bag with macrame cord, and let me tell you, carpal tunnel, my wrist, horrible. No matter how loose I did it, when you're using yarn that's not forgiving, this will be a lot tougher. So definitely do it as loose as possible and go up a 1 or 2 crochet hooks sizes as if you would with Tunisian crochet when you're doing knit stitches. So you can just continue in the round. You don't have to get to the end, chain 1, and then continue. You can just keep going in the round. It really, really is much easier, and it comes super nice, and you can't really tell where it ends and where it begins, and that's what you want. Okay. Let's go right in here. And there's that first one. See how nice and easy that is to go right in there? This stitch wants to be tight on its own. So sometimes even when you do it loose, it tightens, but that's okay. We're looking for a stitch that's closed and tight with no holes anyway, right? So I feel it's easier like when you go slightly in on an angle like that. Just like that. See how nice that looks? It's so fantastic. Hi, baby. It's my cat. Hi, cutie. That's Bethany. All right, so just continue around, and I'm going to show you what a color change looks like so that you could see on the bag I just did. All right, just continue along. Let's see on this bag where the color changes are. So as you know, this is inevitable. This is changing colors, just going in the round. I've tried it both ways. I've tried doing the slip stitch, chain 1 and go, where you just go up the next row. But this is worse. It's even higher. So I feel like when you change colors, it looks a little bit better if you just continue to go around. All right. So it's a really nice, thick, see? But yet it still has a teeny bit of give. It's like perfect for tote bags and purses. This is great for baskets too, depending on the yarn or how structured you want it to be. Okay, you guys, so this is the knit stitch, waistcoat stitch. It's so fun, but like I said, bigger needle and much more give. It's all right, baby. And pull. Give yourself some nice leeway there so that when you come back around, your hands will thank you for it. Trust me.